All right, today we are going to be jumping back into the Bitcoin price action, and today is going to be a real short video because my thoughts have not changed on the market in the short or long-term time frame, and we're even seeing on the chart right now Bitcoin pulling back, flushing out some long positions. As I was saying, was probably going to happen. You can see Bitcoin came down to the value area high of this visible range. You can see on my screen here that volume level is right there, and we have not gone through it. Normally with these volume levels, you want to actually pierce it somewhat. That's a proper test of a volume level. So because Bitcoin likes to sweep the sweep and that sort of thing, I certainly would not be surprised to see us maybe come up to point of control of the week, roll back over, make some sort of hourly bullish divergence coming in here just like this before finally heading on up. So once again, it's not quite time to FOMO into long positions. If we did get that secondary sweep into your value area high, I mean, potentially, yeah, you could take a long on that if you had the right setup and everything. I mean, it's all just about risk to reward and having a strategy, and most importantly, having a very tight stop. But yeah, we did have a little bit of a leverage flush, and during this little flush down, we actually brought down RSI enough to actually make somewhat of a hidden bullish divergence in here. I mean, it's not the cleanest in the world, but you can see higher lows on price, lower highs on the RSI. That indicates that selling pressure is being absorbed by buyers. And that could be a sign that hey, the pullback's already over and we are just going to march on up. We do still have more liquidity to the upside, right? This sweep level was not as big as this ray I have behind these two highs back here, as well as we have this big level from April 8th where we are getting a big whale trying to short that sweep if we are to get that. Over here in trading light now, these are the walls I'm talking about. We got 600, 850 Bitcoin, limit short positions in the order books on Binance behind the sweep level. So if they do maintain their position on some sort of failed auction or something like that, and we do sweep under, I mean, yeah, that could be a sign that we are going to have maybe another big pullback, and a good level for this pullback to actually come in would be back at these lows. If we don't do that secondary sweep with an hourly bullish divergence like I was talking about at the beginning of the video, this is actually another sweep level now because these lows are so close together. These are not the best lows in the world. It is nice that we actually pierced it somewhat though, so we did grab everybody to put their stop right at that wick, but of course there will still be a lot of liquidity down here. So yeah, be looking out for something like this, as well as we still just have a lot more sellers in the order books right now. But we are seeing these walls weaken, and there's always the chance these are nothing but spoof walls. If they're trying to suppress price to get to long positions or to keep their shorts in the green, spoof walls is something we do see a lot over here on Trading Light. So that's also a possibility. Jumping out of Bitcoin now, let's talk about Total 3 because this is the back test of the golden pocket before we go vertical. We are now properly back testing that golden pocket on a daily time frame. Right? We talked about how we back tested it on an hourly close in the last video. That was cool, but this proper little flush that we're having right now and a proper backtest of the golden pocket on a daily time frame is much better to see in my opinion. And assuming we can hold this throughout maybe the next couple days, right, we go ahead, backtest this a couple times, and then I'm telling you, as soon as we get through this golden pocket and start heading on up after that proper backtest, this is going to fill extremely fast, and then we will only have this value area high, which my guess is if and when this gets broken, you will see price teleport to the upside like we've been talking about. I went ahead and actually pulled our volume levels so you can see what we're talking about here. So you got value area low right on that golden pocket that we have back tested. After back testing a value area low, it is extremely likely for you to go test the value area high. So I do expect this next. Could we come all the way back down, maybe do a secondary back test of the range lows before heading up, something like this? Yeah, it's possible, but that actually wouldn't make a lot of sense. What would make some sense potentially is we have our point of control here. So, it really depends. Are we going to come up, back test this, and then start pushing up against the highs before sending? Or are we going to, send straight up to this level, then pull back to that point of control, then start pushing up for it before sending? And no matter which scenario that happens, I really don't think it matters. At the end of the day, this backtest is bullish and we're going up. And just how I was talking about those value areas on the shorter term time frames of this top end range, if we look at our top end range from our last bull market, these are our value area lows and highs of that previous 2021 range. And you can see this is the backtest we've been talking about. This is now our target, and we should send up here pretty quickly. That's that 40% higher on Total 3, and then that's the real test. Are we going to go ahead, break this, and send for price discovery on the altcoin market, or are we going to make some sort of macro double top swing fail this level? And that's that. Well, we don't have any data to suggest that which one is more likely. All that we know is that it is likely to get up there, but I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on the channel as price does get up into those levels to decipher whether we are going to go ballistic into multiple trillions of dollars on total 3, or if we are going to top out at that same level as last cycle. And let's talk about the S&P real quick, because this is something that I was talking about was a massive milestone that we hit in the last video, breaking into an all-time high on this, invalidating that potential top we had back over here. And what's really good to see is that we did not swing fail this level. We have gone ahead and actually back tested these previous highs back into support, and you can see price is closing back above this level, which tells me a continuation to the upside is likely here, and I would not be surprised to see the S&P go vertical as the bears capitulate. And that is all I have for you guys today. So if you do have any questions about anything in the market, make sure to join my Discord. Links in the description down below. I also have a promotion going on with Blowfin right now. We partnered up to give you guys a $300 futures deposit bonus if you do trade, so make sure to hit up that affiliate link if you are at all interested. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.